All right, everybody, we are here, and Furied is here as well. Here, let me share my screen for her. Yes, we're all here, everybody.
Well,
Uh,
except for Layroon.
but yeah, well, everybody who's important is here. Slam, yeah, that's right. um, so welcome everybody to Sunday night. I know we have probably a few new viewers, so welcome to those who are new because I went and posted it all over Facebook, and I usually don't do that. I tweet it, but I realized not everybody has Twitter and not everybody follows me on Twitter, so why not get the Facebook people too? So anyway, if you're new, welcome to the show. Before we get started, I would just like to say that this show, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show, is meant to teach and help, but the opinions stated by the two of us hosting tonight are not that of Smiteworks USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds. And with that, I will welcome this evening's co-host, Miss Furied Fate. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Unlike last week's episode where we did have somebody from Smiteworks here whose opinions do reflect the company,
Right.
which if you didn't watch it, you should go on to Rob's YouTube and, watch.
That's right. That was episode 64. Last week we had John Gregory, who is also known as JPG, who is also known as Moon Wizard, and he is the co-owner of Smiteworks, which is the makers of Fantasy Grounds, and he's also the lead developer. So he was here talking about Unity, and that was a really great show. But today we are going to do top 10 Rob Twohy DM's Guild items, and the first thing we're going to do is give away a prize right away. So we're just going to do it. So here we go. So
Hashtag being on time.
that's right. If you're on time, you win, or you can win. So go ahead. I've entered a 2-minute timer for the contest, and if you would like to enter the contest, just type in the chat exclamation point ROB number 2E Rob Twohy, and you will be entered into a drawing. And what you can win is any of the items that I've made on DM's Guild, of which we're going to cover the top 10 right now. But there's like 130 plus items that are on there from me, and about 50 of them are ones that are just ones I made, so not a collaboration with another author or anything like that. So, but you guys, if you win, you'll be able to pick anything that has my name on it. So even if you don't want my stupid crap, you can have something from someone else that I made. So as long as it's got my name attached to it, you'll be able to get it. Sometimes authors email me and they're like, "Dude, I see $0 on account. What's the deal?" And I tell them, "Yeah, I give prizes away." And they're like, "Oh, okay." But they didn't know I was doing it. So, we won't even get into it until this timer runs out. I want to give away a prize and I don't want to forget to do it. So, if you are new on Twitch, make sure and hit that follow button. Ring that follow button for us and follow the channel. Also, if you happen to be watching this on YouTube after the fact, join us on Sunday nights live because that's when the prizes are. You can't win a prize on YouTube. But please do hit that subscription button on YouTube and ring your notification bell. That way you'll know when we do new shows. We do this show every Sunday night, unless there's some event that causes us not to do that.
Or power outage.
Or
Which I
power
guess
outage, yeah.
event
I don't
that
think
would
we've ever
cause us
had
not.
one.
I love you, man.
I've had, hey, Drake Takes, thanks for the sub. Thank you so much. BitBoss, Takedown 500. I've had power outages on streams before, but never during this show. I don't think. Knock wood, never happened. Okay, we've got everybody in. I'm gonna draw a couple winners actually. So let's draw. We got 17 people in. So Jonan 1, you are a winner. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a little show notes list here. Jonan 1. So you've won, and so what you need to do is go to my Discord. I'm sure you're probably already on my Discord, Jonan, but if not, go to the Discord. I'll put the link there. And everyone's invited to come to the Discord channel. That's not it. Try that again. There we go. That's not it either. That's not its Discord.
Ooh.
You have to be able to type, everybody. Mr. Widget has followed. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And you know what to do, Jonan. Just PM me, send me a personal message in Discord, and say, "Hey, Rob, I won on the show tonight." And then after the show, I will take care of you. Let's draw one more winner from this lot of people that entered. Drake Takes. All right, Drake Takes. He just subbed. See, it's good luck to sub. It's actually a coincidence. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It's all random. You guys see. That's why I show the bot on the screen. I want people to know I'm not cheating or playing favorites. I just draw the winner and it does it. All right, let's get to it. Theory Fate, do you have a guess as to what the number one item is? Now, I'm not including packages, so those are obviously the most popular. But do you have a guess as to what the most popular Rob Twohy item is that is not a package?
As of right now, like currently for the month or all time?
All time.
All time. Spells and effects coding.
Ooh, that is a great guess. That actually happens to be number 4.
God damn it.
That was a great guess, though. The first one is conditions and effects. Now, what I did was I went to my list. I'll show everybody. Here's my list of sales. This is everything that I have and how many it's sold and the whole everything for all time. So what I did was I went and I did it just by how many were sold. But then I figured that's not a true representation of the most popular thing, because something might have sold 500 copies but been there for 3 years, and something might have sold 100 copies and only been there for 2 months. So what I did was an average per week, and then I ranked it by that. So these are the top 10 most popular.
Look at you with your spreadsheets
Yeah,
and
I
your
got spreadsheets.
math.
I have a problem. I have so many spreadsheets. So anyway, yeah, this is according to popularity based on sales per week over time. So that kind of, that lets you know what's really popular and what sells over time. So the number one item, again, this isn't including, obviously the ones that are most popular are the packages with everything in it. Those sell way more than individual items. But conditions and effects. So let's go open this up. Here it is right here. So this is a cool module because this is for both players and DMs, and it's got the instructions on how to use it, but I'm just going to show everybody. When you click on the effects, normally this is blank, but I have over 175 effects that you can use in here. And again, for players and DMs, so let's say that something happens and you get an AC bonus of 3 to your to your character. You can, whoops, not the conversion checker. I don't need that. We can put an example guy in there. So let's say you get an AC bonus for the rest of the encounter or something. These are a lot of exhaustion and a lot of different stuff that has to do with things that might come up in the game. I tried to think of everything. And about once every couple months, somebody will send me an email going, hey, could you add this one in there? But it doesn't happen that often anymore, because most of what I could think of and most of what people use are in here. A common one that gets used is it elevation or let's see, what's it called? Oh yeah, up in the air. So then you can edit it and put 10 feet, 20 feet, and then you say, oh, my guy's flying and he's up in the air, and he's up in the air. I'm going to say he's up in the air 60 feet. So rather than typing that whole thing out, it's there for you. Or my guy gets AC, -5 for the rest of the encounter. So you just go over there like that. And yeah, I didn't even need to open a line. But anyway, so these are available to the player and to the player and to the DM. Most common one probably that gets used is dodge, because actually dodge should probably be listed here, but it's never been there. So if you're dodging, you just throw it on yourself like that. Now I have dodge in other coding modules too, but that's just to give you an example. So that actually is the most popular item that I have for sale on the DM's Guild, and that's what sells the most copies per week, as it were. So good. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go through the list, and about halfway through I'll give away a couple more prizes, and then I'll give away some more at the end too. This ensures that people will hang out and watch the show if they want to win something. So the second item is Fury's favorite item. It is the critical hit and fumbles table.
I don't know. I think Joe Numbers loves this table more than I do.
Oh, does he love it more? Yeah.
I think so. I just happen to proxy it the most with my crit fails. Not crit, or I'm sorry, yeah, crit fails, not crit success.
Right.
My
So
epic bundles.
you have epic bundles. So what this does is Fantasy Grounds itself, I believe has a fumble table. Probably has 20 entries on it. Mine has 200 for fumbles and 200 more for crits. So what happens is when you roll an attack roll and you get a 1 or a 20, let's see if we can do it naturally here. Of course, when I'm on a live stream, you're gonna never. I could do the manual entry, but that's not as fun. We're gonna just try and roll and get a 20 or a 1, and then I'll show you what happens. But there we go. Okay, so what happens is when you roll a 20 or a 1, it goes to this table, and it rolls a d6, and if you get a 1 or a 2, it's an automatic miss if you fumble. If you roll a 20 and get a 1 or 2 on the d6 that rolls after it, it's a critical hit. But if you get a 3 through 6, it'll roll on a different table and it'll give you results. So we'll try to get that to do that. Now, what I like to remind people is that you can change these values. If you want it to always give you a critical hit effect, no matter what, you can just like go in here and say 1 through 6 and 1 through 6 like that, or yeah, 1 through 6. Why isn't it? Oh my goddamn keyboard! Is that still? Yes, I still have that opened. Okay, never mind. I had a thing that was blocking my. You can do that, 1 through 6, or you can just zero these out like that or whatever. So that way it'll always give you an effect. So what happened was I rolled a 6, and it gave me this fumble effect. Whale and pot. A killer whale and a potted plant randomly fall from the sky. Wild magic at work nearby. So so you see that the table that it's rolling on is either the critical hit effect or the fumble effect, and there's literally, I can scroll down, there's 200 on each table. So different crazy things might happen if you roll those, and it's all done automatically. So all you have to do is have the module open, and Fantasy Grounds will take care of the rest. And it just rolls in the chat. It tells you what's up, and it's a lot of fun. So we play with that on Friday night, and we play with it in the 5e pickup games. And again, it's really popular. People have given me a lot of good comments for that because they love it. I've had some comments that some of it is a little suspension of disbelief breaking, but I mean, you're playing a fantasy game, so
And of course, they're all up to like DM discretion, because Joe will be like, no, I don't like this effect. We're not going to do it. Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, and DMs can just choose not to do it. So I'm going to post the links in the chat here for these. This was the first one that we covered, which was conditions and effects.
There's a question.
Yes.
And this is actually a good one. Let's see. George Orr asked if someone crits on a 19 and 20, would it catch that as well? Which, yeah, right? That should
yes,
proxy
it does. Yeah, it isn't reading. It's actually not reading the dice number. It's reading, is it a crit or not? So yes, it does. If you're a barbarian or whatever that fighter champion or whatever the hell that does it on a 19, yes, it absolutely does. So because that's happened many times in our games.
Yeah, and there's also weapons that do it too, because I think there's some weapons that do it, like at a 19 to 20 or an 18 to 20.
Yeah. So what it's looking for is when it puts in the chat. I think it either puts crit or critical like that. You see it on there, and that's what it's looking for. So yes, the answer to that is yes. So I put the link to that one there as well. All right. The third one is background class and equipment bundles. Now this has become very popular because if you're making a character, it is so super easy. If you have this module open over here on parcels, you have every result treasure hoard. I need to erase that. What the hell? You have every background and every class starting equipment. So let's just say I'm making a character, and one of the biggest pains in the asses in making a character is making all your equipment on there. So here's my new character, and let's just pretend we've done everything, and I'm going to go to inventory. And instead of dragging items one by one, oh, I need an axe, I need leather arm, whatever, you just say, oh, I'm a background, I'm a soldier. Okay, there's the soldier background. And I'm a sorcerer. Okay, great. Here's the sorcerer. Boom. All my equipment's there. The money's there. It's done. It's over. That's it. And that's how you do it. And I'm particularly proud of that one because the reason a lot of the things I've made for the DMs Guild were born out of my own frustration. And I'm like, God damn it, I want to do this 50,000 times. So when I made those pre-gen characters, 261 pre-gens, you know I was using that because I wasn't going to sit there and do 261 characters if I didn't have that. So again, that one's called Background, Class, and Equipment Bundles, and I will put the link for that in the chat. And, ooh, it's on sale. What's up? Yeah, there's a big sale on the DMs Guild, by the way, right now. So if you get that one, that's called Fantasy Grounds 5e Background, Class, and Equipment Bundles. It's a silver metal seller, and it'll allow you to drag any background and any class and for all of my modules, whenever there's a book that comes out, then if it's got anything that needs an update for my modules, I just add it in. So if you have it, all you need to do is follow the updates on my channel, and you'll know to go download the new one, and you'll just get and sometimes, depending on how much material it is, I raise the price. So obviously, if you already own it, you don't get the price raise. So with any of my stuff, if you're ever thinking about buying it now or buying it later, earlier is better, because if the price goes up, you never have to pay the upgrade price. You just get the stuff for free. And that's how that works. All right. Fourth one is the spells. This is very popular. This obviously is
It's my favorite one.
It's your favorite one. It's one of mine too. This is what started it all for me. This is not the first thing I made, but this is the first thing that I made when DM's Build became a business for me. Like, all of a sudden, people were like, yes, I want it. Gimme, 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 gimme. You should really be charging for this. You should charge more for this. And so, I had a lot of people sort of guiding me with what they thought would be good for me to do. Leyrun was a big part of that. He goes, you got to put them in a package. And, I didn't know any of that stuff. And so, yeah. So, this one is probably, if you need anything that I have, this is the one you need. So what happens is, if you have a character, normally when you add spells to your sheet from the player's handbook or from Xanathar's or whatever your spell category is, you'll drag it over and it'll populate, and it'll put some effects in there sometimes or whatnot. But mine are complete in that they have, let's go to spells only here. They have the distance of the spell. They have whether it's a reaction is an R, a ritual is RIT, C is concentration, T is touch. A $sign means there's a spell component that costs money to cast it. If you're playing in a role-playing game, or if you're using that, you'll always know if the spell has something that has a cost. B is a bonus action. So it really helps you just in the title, but they're all fully coded. So like let's take Banishing Smite. I drag that over, and you see that it's got when you apply it to yourself in the combat tracker. Let's just show that here. How come the combat tracker won't open? Is it open? Do I have it hidden, or is it?
Do you have a character out there? You don't have any characters out, do you?
No, but I have. There it is. I just couldn't open it. Okay, so let's get all this off here. Oh my God, I gotta erase that. That's secret stuff. You guys can't see that. Okay, so people are like, "What? Clip that. What was that?" So let's say this guy is in the combat tracker, right? I should give him a token. Give him a dog. So if you apply the effect Banishing Smite, a lot of times you would just see DMG 5D Force You wouldn't, and then the player would probably know, but the DM's going to see that and go, "What the hell is that again? What the? Oh, brandishing smite." So I added titles to everything that goes in the combat tracker, so the DM and other players can know what that is. A good example is sneak attack. It'll just say DMG, 1d6, but this way it'll say sneak attack, and so people will know. And then anything that the spell, like this one, will incapacitate you. Also, if you need to put something on yourself to let Fantasy Ground know that you've cast that spell for concentration, that's all there. So, and it gets super complicated, but there's instructions. There's instructions that go through all the stuff that you need to know. If there's an SD on something, that's a shift drag spell, and it tells you how to do that and why you're doing it. It's so that you can apply, say for example, what's that? Frostbite. What's that called? What's that cantrip that you like to cast for undead?
Not for
Frostbite, is that
frost,
it?
not for the undead.
No, chill touch. So chill touch tells you to SD. So watch this. This is why. So let's get rid of the other one just so we don't get confused here. So chill touch is an SD, meaning shift drag, and here's why. If you're let's say that the wolf here is going to attack the example PC1. So I'm going to try chill touch. Let's say that I roll the attack and that I hit him. So I do my damage, and then after that I'm going to say he can't regain hit points, and then I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to drag this effect to the guy that I'm attacking, but you're going to see that it appears on me. It didn't go here, it went here. And what's interesting about that is that it says if he's undead, grant disadvantage attack, but only if he's attacking this one, or only if the attack comes from this one monster. So basically, anytime you do a shift drag in Fantasy Grounds, what you're telling Fantasy Grounds is, hey, I want this effect to apply, but only to that one NPC or PC, not to everybody, just to that one. And so that's how that works. And so, but the instructions take you through that and sort of let you know how to do that. But that's really really helpful for all your spells, and it does include the spells from Player's Handbook, Xanathar's, any book that has a spell in it. And here, we'll go to that, and I'll show you. The sources are listed here, I think. Where is the sources? Did I put them there? Oh, now includes Xanathar's. Yeah, just any book that has a spell in it. I thought the sources were listed. Maybe I'm just scrolling too fast and I'm not actually reading it. Oh yeah, here we go. So Player's Handbook, Elemental Evil Companion, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, and Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Those are the only books that have spells so far. I happen to know there's another one coming. So if it gets updated, then yeah, you'll get it. So let me give you the link to that. And we'll do one more, and then we'll be halfway. What's up? That's how we do it. And I'm assuming, Fury, you're monitoring for questions because I'm not looking at that.
Yes, except my Twitch is acting weird and it doesn't give me. My chat is lagging, so if I miss question, guys, I am so.
You heard it first. Leroon was first to be all about Rob Twohy's package. Yeah, that's true. I have now purchased the conditions and effects for Fantasy Grounds. Very good. Hey, Delta Snake, thank you so much for doing that. FYI, Rob, I'm doing a tabletop game, and I use your coding for the spell sheet. The spell name was 6. Yeah, there you go.
Did you see Mr. Widget's
Oh, my
question
favorite.
about items always organized flat?
No, I didn't. Items, what was the question?
Items always organized flat? I don't know if that's so much of a question or a statement. I might have missed something.
Items always organized flat. I'm not sure I know what that means. You could restate that, Mr. Widget, if we didn't get that. Okay, let's move on. Magic shops and rarities table. I really had a fun time making this. This was a complicated one. What happened? I don't know what I know. Here it is. Okay. So this really has some powerful stuff in it. It will walk you through and tell you how to do stuff. But there is a population size chart in here. So this kind of, if you want to build a magic shop for a city or town or a metropolis, these are the parameters that the tables will use. And again, you can go in and modify these if you want it to be different. But if you're in a thorp, let's say, which is only 20 people or less, the mundane equipment you'll be able to buy is anything in the player's handbook worth 5 gold or less. And then there's a 30% chance you'll get one common magic item in that shop. And then as you get into bigger and bigger cities, all that stuff change. And in a metropolis, which is 25,000 people or more, you can buy anything in the player's handbook. There's a 100% chance you're going to get 2 D20 numbers of common items, 1 D20 of uncommon, a 75% chance you're going to get a D10 rare items, a 50% chance you're going to get a D6 very rare items, and a 2% chance you're going to get a D2 legendary item, because legendary items are supposed to be unique, right? So that would be, but again, you can change all those. So I'll show you the tables, how they work. And then it does give you magic armor by rarity. So you can actually use this. You can actually use this to generate a story. Whoop! What the hell? Bad argument number 1. Oh, this has never happened to me before. What the hell? Oh,
Did
do
you
I have?
update?
Well, no. Some of these require other modules to be open, and of course, the Fantasy Grounds uses the SRD magic items for information tables. You must have that module open in your library for this to function. So I did not do that. I did not follow the instructions. My modules don't have errors. What the hell are you talking about? So let's open that. Oops, magic items. Okay. Now when I do it, oh, I might have to. Hold on. Everybody calm down. Okay, there we go. So, magic potions by rarity. So it gives you an example. Now there's only 2. It rolls 3 of each, but there's only 2. The only common potions are climbing and healing. That's it. There's no other potions. But see, it'll give you examples, and then it'll tell you, like an example of a legendary would be a potion of giant strength. And if you click on these, they're all, oh yeah, my bad. It is the Dungeon Master's Guide, not the SRD. Anyway, if you have the source, it'll roll on it. So now, and it does it for everything: for armor, potions, rings, rods, scrolls, staffs, wands, weapons, and wondrous items. And then there's cost tables as well. And I know Joe uses these in our Friday night game. Magic items very often have prices associated to them. So if you need to roll on a table that's, say, for example, between 50 and 100 gold, you roll on it, and 64 gold, 72 gold. It does the math for you in there. So there's uncommon to 100, 101 to 500, rare magic item 501 to 5,000, very rare magic item 5,001 to 50,000, and legendary is between 50,000 and 500,000. And it's going to cost you 186,829. Yeah, that's bad. Who's got that kind of cash? Random items by rarity. So you can, I want a very rare item, and I want it to be a scroll. Here, let's do it. And it'll roll, and it'll give you that item. So, really kind of cool. And it's got all the categories there. Now, here's the exciting part. Magic shop creation. You can create a magic shop for any size city. And I'll show you that in just a second. Random magic shop anywhere. This is the one I like. So wait, let me go back and show you that. So you can say I want to do it in a village, and then it'll just populate it out. So if you generate that story, it'll say, okay, and it puts random items in here. This village boasts a cellar of fine sundries located at the New Jasper's original showroom. the owner, Plax Delabate, from the Howard Stern show, a female elf, offers to show you the mundane and magic items. So it says, if all items are sold out. So it rolls on a table, and it doesn't always give you. So, like, that's sold out, and that's sold out. So actually, this magic shop doesn't have anything. So if the DM decided to go with that, they could. Otherwise, they could just re-roll it. So now, common items are a scroll of Ray of Frost or a scroll of Thaumaturgy. I never know how to say that. Scroll of Massage. Uncommon items are the Staff of the Python.
Message.
So it goes on and on. Go ahead.
I mean, if it was a scroll of massage, that'd be super awesome. But I think that was scroll of message.
Did I say massage?
Yeah, you did.
Did I? That's where my.
I mean,
mind
I got
is.
super excited. It's like, really? Can I buy one of those? Is it like 60 minutes long? Is it a Swedish deep tissue massage?
So it says, DM, use the proper story template to generate items for this shop from the following link. And you generate this. This is a random thing anywhere. And so it tells you it's a small city. The population is 11,560. And tells you the owner's name and everything. And then you go here and you just do that thing. You go to small city and generate that. And then there's all the stuff you have in the magic shop. Javelin of Lightning. Hello. I've used one of those before. Anyway, so this gets really, I mean, this goes into tables and it gets crazy and it has every item in the Dungeon Master's Guide and it's insane. And then you can generate a random parcel of magic items. These tables decrease the number of items as they get more rare. Adjust as you like. And again, you can adjust those. So like, let's say I wanted to do random parcel for common items. It'll just roll and it's going to go crazy. And then it's just going to fill this up. So it's automatically generating a parcel for me. This is the most powerful thing this thing does.
Now I feel like this should be like the number one selling item.
I feel like it should be too. And I feel I should raise the price on it.
So that means everybody buy it right now before he actually does raise the price on it.
So that's pretty powerful as a DM. If you're like, I need a random magic item parcel of common items. Let me just roll it. So that it rolls this up and the DM can say, okay, Potion of Healing, that's great. Scroll of that, yeah, good. Oh, you know what? Scroll of Thunderwave, I don't want that in there. Never mind, I'm going to take that out. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to give this party this parcel. So, and again, if you do a legendary one, it probably isn't going to give you that much, if anything, because the chances are less. So it's rolling. Oh, Plate of Armor of Etherealness. So there you go. So that's probably the coolest thing in there, but this is super powerful. And I think the reason I sell a lot of these is because of my sales tagline, which is, I'll show you.
Is it clever and catchy?
No, it's just very practical. It's like D&D 5e, many players and DMs ask, what can PCs do with all this gold? Well, now you have an answer. Because, a lot of the way 5th edition is built is you go out and you get XP and you level up and you get a lot of gold, but you never spend your gold on anything.
That's true, because you usually find the loot. And I mean, that's what a lot of people do now. They just wait until they find the loot and they don't buy it. It's like, no, just buy it. Just buy it. Help, stimulate the economy.
Right. And that's exactly what this is for. If you're in a campaign, if you're either the DM or you're in a campaign where your DM allows magic shops, or even if there's not a shop, but you can just buy magic item. Like Joe lets us do that on Friday night. Here's something that a tool that you can use to help you do that. So good. All right. Let's give some prizes away. All right. I'm going to go back to the prize bot and I'm going to reset it. And I'm going to do it again. Start. So everybody has 2 minutes to enter their exclamation point Rob Twohy as I crack open a Bud Light. No, that's a Coke, Diet Coke.
I thought you were getting rid of the sodas. You're going to go to flavored waters.
I did do that, and flavored waters taste like ass, and so
most of them do. Yeah.
I'll give you my theory about Diet Coke. Diet Coke is my global warming one-off. So I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's an analogy. So I believe in, reducing my carbon footprint, and I believe in, recycling and doing everything I can to make the planet better, and I believe in helping out. But there's no fucking way I'm going to stop driving my gas car. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to drive a gasoline car, and that's all there is to it. That's my one vice. And so I'm going to do everything I can to help global warming, but I'm going to continue to drive my gasoline car. Now, the analogy of that is I'm going to continue to try to eat right, try to, do my intermittent fasting, eat more natural foods, less sugar and all that. But Diet Coke is my gasoline car. I'm not going to give it up. That's just what I decided. In order to live the rest of my life as a sane person, then I need to drink my Diet Coke. That's what I do. And that's it. That's how that works. My one vice. Yeah, that's right, Celestian. I don't have any other vice. Okay, sorry. I do have another vice. Coding Fantasy Grounds modules 16 hours a day. That's another vice I have. Diablo Bob wants me to dip a cheese stick in my Diet Coke.
Ew. That's like dipping french fries in chocolate milkshakes. I don't get that.
Great takes. I'm not saying if you're going to use Y-O-U-R instead of Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. That makes me crazy. Oh, Mexican Coke, Celestian, is the greatest, but it's hard to find. They sell it at Costco.
Oh, wait, I live in Texas. They're like literally at the
at the corner store. And not Mexican cocaine, everybody. It's Mexican Coke. What that is that's Coca-Cola made the original way with sugar rather than corn syrup. And it definitely has a different taste. And it costs more to make.
Right, too.
Yeah, Mexicans know what they're doing. All right, Here we go. We're going to draw a winner. Draw a couple winners, actually. All right, Digital Profit. Nice. Let me write down. Did I even write down the second one? I didn't write down the second winner. Who was that?
Drake Takes.
Oh, yeah. It was. Thank God somebody with a memory. Jesus. If you hadn't shown up, it would have been a disaster. All right, let's draw one more. Congrats to Drake Takes. And then, of course, we will draw a couple more at the end of the show. Digital Profit and Alex. All right. Alex has won a bunch of stuff. All right, so you guys know what to do. I think Alex, I know, has Digital Profit. I'm assuming you've won before. But if not, just go to Discord and send me a personal message. Hey, I won on the show. And this list right here is what prevents. I don't have any kind of memory, so people could PM me and go, hey, I won. I'd be like, here's your prize. But no, I checked the list. So you can't get one over on me. All right, back to it. The next one is... Oh, actually, we a couple of these we won't do because class features, I'm just going to point out, is the next one. But I'll show you. It works the same way as spells, so there's really no reason to show it. But I just will show you the list. So I open the spells list, I go to class features, and then you'll see that it has... these are little things that help you. That the dodge action, the help action, the hide action, and the readied action. Those are handy to have on all of your characters just to be able to use them and throw them on the combat tracker. But you see all the classes are here. Anti-Paladin, Barbarian, Bard, Blood Hunter, fucking Blood Hunter. And it's 5 pages worth of stuff. So Warlock's there, everything's there. Wizard, every class. So like say for example, let's just choose Wild Shape. Druid Wild Shape. So let's open the character. And now let's use the example guy. Get rid of this one. So let's say this guy's a druid. And I want to put Wild Shape on him. I can do that. And the Wild Shape really comes in mostly as... Of course, you'd want to be using Critically Awesome Essentials and Diablo Bob's One-Click Druid. But this is more of a counter for your Wild Shape. So... Oh yeah, not spells. You do have to change the category, so Druid. That's all in the instructions. So now, let's say you get 2 per rest. You can change that number to 2, and then go back to combat down here in your mode. And so really this is just a counter for Wild Shape. So like, oh, I Wild Shape, and then, I turn into a bat and I'm flying around doing whatever, and then I wild shape again. Now, when I wild shape the second time, boom, it disappears, right? Because you've used all your wild shapes. Now, when you rest, they come back. But even if you use them both and haven't rested, you can switch to preparation. You'll still see that they're there, but you'll see that they're checked off. And that works the same way with everything. That's your spells, anything that has a counter like that. But anyway, this works the same way as spells does, only instead of spells, it's class features. And then we'll skip ahead to... I will put that in the chat, though.
T-Story, I do the same thing. I use the class features religiously. Anytime I make a character and I get a new ability, I go into that module, open it up, and add my class feature.
Right. And if you're building characters, most of the stuff that I've done comes in great. And then here's the race, and I don't even need to show those, but it is the same thing. It's just there's actually 4 of them. And they all come in this package. If you buy them together, they're in a package. And you'll see that on the DM's Guild. Like if you go to, say, for example, the race traits, it'll explain it. And then it says, oh, by the way, this is part of a package. And then if you click on that, it goes here and you can get all 4 of them. And there's the spells, there's the class features, there's the race traits, and then there's also one for feats. And then individually, it didn't make the list as far as being a high seller, but there's also codes for all the equipment, and I'll just show that real quick. If you know how to spell, no, items. Oh fuck, why don't I just go DM's Guild, Rob Twohy, coding package for items. And so they're all individually for sale. As a matter of fact, I think one of them one's free. Rods are free or something. But you can buy these all individually, or you can just get the package, which has them all. But this works the same way. Any magic item that needs coding, that's also there. And you would do the same thing. You just go to the spell list and look for your magic item here, and then just drag it on your sheet, and that's how you do it. All right, let's clean this up. Tokens. Why are those open? Okay, so back to the list. Let's get it back to the list. Back.
Ooh.
There you go. All right. Faith Mole, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, okay. They were talking in the chat about how one of the guys, he's always stuck DMing, and who was it that just said it? Diablo Bob just said, show up for your Wednesday night or your Saturday night show, and boom, you're an instant player.
Oh, yeah. If you can't get opportunities to play, just come here to this channel on like at 5:45 p.m. Pacific time on a Wednesday or Saturday, and you can play. That's how we do it. It's called 5e
And then you get
games.
to try all these wonderful coding
That's
packages.
right. Yep.
For free, and then you can buy them.
most of it will be done for you, but then when you level up, you can add stuff, and then you can open it all up in my library, and if you like it a lot, you can go get your own copy. Okay, random trap tables. This one's fun to have. We use it in the chat on our stream, but it's
like
also
random
good.
Monsters.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just like the DMG. It gives you it gives you setback traps, dangerous traps, or deadliest traps based on the DC level and the attack bonus, and it tells you first tier 1 setback does 1d10 damage, dangerous does 2d10, deadly does 4d10, and tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So a tier 4 deadly trap does 24d10 damage. It's crazy. And so you can roll on a table to get one randomly if you'd like to do that, or you can pick one out of the list. Let's see. Where is the... Oh, wait. Oh, I guess you're just supposed to go and get them. Okay, I have them. It's been so long since I've done it. They're NPCs. So yeah, so here they are. Let's go to whoops. No, don't click on that. Let's go to random traps. Where is it? So I'm going to go to dangerous, deadly, or setback. I'll go to deadly. So here's a list of all of them. So it tells you, okay, an arrow trap, a concealed pit, darts, falling block, whatever the hell it is. So let's say I'm going to get a falling block for a deadly falling block for tier 1. And then you can just throw it in the combat tracker. Oh, fire breathing statue, that one. And then the trap is in there, and it's actually got all of the built-in, like here's the save and the damage. So it's all built, it's all done for you. So, and I think there's 20 different types of traps. And so there's probably 80 traps, or 20 times 4? Yeah, 20 times 4, I think. Whatever it is. But anyway, that's there. And I think that one's pretty cheap. I think that's like $2 or something. Hold on, I'll find out. So there's the, whoops, no. Put the link in there. I copied the text. Put the link in there, and then we'll find out how much that is. Yeah, it's $1.95. It's only $2, and it's on sale for $1.66. Go get it. Oh my God, the sale. It's over. It's over. I'm just kidding. All right. And I didn't think we were going to get done in under an hour, but we're going to pull it off. Trinkets and tables. Now this is funny. This is just the list of trinkets in the player's handbook, I think, or I think it's in the player's handbook. But I have the items now, so let's look at the list. Yeah, so here's every trinket on the table. So I think there's 100 of them. And so you can roll on this. This table is in either the player's handbook or the Dungeon Master's Guide. The difference here is if you roll it, it's got the actual item. So you roll a trinket, here it is, an empty snuff box, and you can actually put that on your inventory tab. So that's kind of cool because a lot of times if you got a trinket, you would have to go to your inventory tab and make a new item and type it out. Now you can just drag it on. So there you go. And that one's super cheap too, I think. That's probably why they're popular. They're only $1 or something. Let's find out how much that one is. Oh, $2. Okay, so $1.70. But yeah, kind of useful if you're rolling on the trinkets. Okay, I think that's the last one after this next one's the last one. Oh my God, okay, this is going to take a minute. The random encounter creator. I don't know why this isn't up the list more, but I think this is only for DMs. Like, players wouldn't really buy this, that's why. So, random encounter creator. Now, there is something called the random monster tables as a separate item. I think it's like $6 or something. But if you buy this includes the random monster tables inside of it. So you get both, basically. So, and this one's like $14, but it's on sale for $11. So yeah, so let me show you how this works. So random, yeah, here's the random monster tables, but this is the random encounter generator. Okay. So it gets pretty crazy, but I use this every Wednesday and every Saturday. So there's instructions. You see quite extensive instructions on how to use this, but I'll just show you guys how this works. So let me go to story templates. And there's just one. So it's quite involved, but once you get the hang of it, you can make a random encounter in a matter of seconds for your party. So let's just say we have an average party level of 4, and let's say that the number of people in the party is 5. Every time I do this, I always think of this joke I used to do. I go to TGI Fridays after my comedy show, and when they would ask our name for our party, I would say Papa, P-A-P-A. And the only reason I did it is so when they got on the loudspeaker, they would say Papa Party of 4, Papa Party of 4, and we would all just fucking laugh for 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
hilarious.
too funny. So you change the X and the Y value, so level 4, party of 5, and then you generate the encounter, and it tells you, okay, this is going to be this monster, and the formula is this. So then what you do is you open an encounter, you go to random, and you do a new random encounter, and the instructions walk you through this literally step by step. So you drag this monster over, and then you want a formula here. So you're gonna put this formula in like that. Oh, I better make sure I have the monster book open. This one's out of 5th edition foes, so let me open it. And if you roll a monster that's in a book that you don't have, you can just re-roll, because this includes a bunch of sources. And okay, so actually, let me do that again. Yeah, because the token was, I didn't open the book first. Okay, so according to the formula, which it calculates by this, that's where the formula is calculated. This should roll between 11 and 20 of these monsters. So I'm going to generate it, and it did roll 11. So there they are. And then you just put the encounter in the combat tracker, boom, like that, and you're ready to go. It's done. So let me show you how fast I do that on Wednesday night. Or Saturday night. Let's say that we're playing, and I go, okay, guys, stand by. I'm gonna get an encounter, and I say, let's say it's these numbers, 11. Party of level 4, party of 5, and you can do levels 1 through 20, and you can do party sizes between 3 and 7 at this time. So I go generate, and I go to encounters, and I go to random, and I make a new one. And I drag the monster in, and I drag the formula in. And that took me, 10 seconds? I'm done. So really powerful stuff. There's so many tables in this. This took me about 1,000 hours, I think, to make this. So if you look at all the tables, so first of all, there's tables for every level and every party size between 3 and 7. So level 1, 1 through 20. So whatever that is, that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 times 20. That's 100 tables right there. And then if we look at tables for the random monsters themselves, wait, why would that be? Wait, there's no table. That's not true. Because
technical difficulties.
No, what it is I set all the stuff is hotkeyed in and I haven't really looked into like the inner workings of my modules for like 2 years, because it's all just hotkeyed for me. I just press this button and press that button. But then when I go try to show people, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know how that works. Random monster tables. Okay, there they are. So there's every CR, right, from 0 to 30. And let's just pick CR, 4. So every single monster, there's 148 monsters on that table. They're all there. Now, don't get the idea that if you buy this, you're buying the monsters. You're not buying the monsters. You're only buying the links. So if I try to open a monster and I need to own that book. This says, this is the Dungeon Master, or the Monster Manual. So then I click that, and it'll open my Monster Manual in my library, and it'll give me the monster. So there it is. So if I go to the Nith, that's in Monsters of the Guild. So again, if I don't own that, I can't use it. But if I click on it, and I own Monsters of the Guild because I made that, and then it'll open it up. So again, don't think that if you buy this, you're getting like free monsters. That's not. I would never do that, because, oh, by the way, I learned that you don't have to, if the number's the same, you don't have to put it in the second. You can just put it on the side. I learned that about halfway through this table. But yeah, you're not getting monsters. You're just getting links. But if you own the source, then you'll be able to use it. So the important thing to note about this particular one is that it uses the Monster Manual, Volo's Guide to Monsters, Tome of Beasts, 5th edition Foes, Monsters of the Guild, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, Creature Codex, and probably any future monster books that are mainstream will get added to this. Now, a couple things to say about that. If you don't own any of those and all you own is the SRD, there is an SRD version that just uses the SRD module like this, so you don't have to buy any monster books to use this. You can still use it. The other thing to say about this is that 2 other people and I are working on a secret project to completely redo this, where you can roll random encounters based on monster type, based on environment, like Arctic or desert, and you can combine encounters. You can put, I want a boss and 4 minions. It's going to be crazy, but it's probably months away, but it is being worked on by my secret team of people.
So, like, months away, like, before the end of the year?
Yeah, it won't be that long, but
before Unity?
I'll say that it'll be done before Unity. Yeah, before December. Because December's still, what is this, May? Yeah, it's still 7 months away. Anyway, guys, if you have more questions, and I'm sorry, I haven't been, if Fury's having a problem with their computer, and I haven't been looking at chats because I've been focusing on my screen here, but if you have more questions, or if I missed one, go ahead and pop them in there now, because I think we're done. And then I will give away here's the link for this one. Random Encounter Creator. If you want just the monsters, you can get that one too by itself. But if you're going to get the monsters, you might as well get the random monster list. I mean, again, monsters not included. You have to own the books. But you can roll up any random monster based on CR level. It's pretty cool.
Drake is asking, so what character class do you want to play on Jen's table at the VIP party? Jen's table?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that yet. Yeah, so as it stands right now, the Kickstarter, I mean, I'm sure this could change, but as it stands right now, $1,000 level backers, I think there's only 3, right? And $2,500 backer levels is only 4. And then so that's 7 people. So that's 14 people max so far if everybody brings somebody with them. So it's probably going to be an intimate thing unless at the last minute people go, yeah, 2,500, I'm in, or $1,000. But what's going on with that is, wait. Game invite. Did the $1,000 ones get a game invite? Let's see. No. So it's only the 25. Yeah, so it's only 4 of us so far. Well, I know Baboonski's going. Yeah, so it's I know that it's I know for sure it's Zacchaeus, and I'm going, and Baboonski's going to be my +1, and I think Marbanya is one of the other people, but I don't know who the other ones. But anyway, what Fury meant by that is the people that do this level get I hate that it highlights blue. You can't go in there and like highlight what you want. I hate fucking Kickstarter that. But you get a left of my mouse is FGU VIP Alpha Party game invite. So John Moonwizard, Doug Davison, the president, Dave, we all know Digital Dave, customer service Dave, and Jen, who does the graphics, they're all 4 going to run a game. And so the reason he's asking me what do I want to play in Jen's game is I already told everybody that I know John and I know Doug and I know Dave, but I don't know Jen that well, which is why I wanted to play in her game because I haven't really got to know her that well. So, and I emailed her and I said I'm going to be in your game, and she goes, "Oh, fun!" That was her entire response to me. No, I don't think she even put.
That's not very enthusiastic there.
No, but I did it like I emailed her that like in the throes of May 1st. Like she was like all over the Kickstarter because she did all these graphics and everything. So I'm sure I didn't need to be bugging her, but I hadn't thought about what character I might play. Because I don't even know what the game is. I'm probably
Diablo Bob is suggesting for you to play a level 7 prom date.
Prom date. If you go to my Discord, you can put in emojis. You can put in the emoji prom date, which works. And you can also put in... oh, no, it's Kevin. Is the fuck Kevin. People have a lot of time on their hands, everybody. And if you don't know who Kevin is, you got to just go back and watch old videos or stick around long enough. I'm sure I'll tell that story again. It's not going to be today. So
next week.
Next week.
Tune in for next week, yeah.
Oh, let's just do that now. Before we give the prizes away, let's just say what's going on next week. Next week, thanks for watching, everybody.
Did you at least start the timer?
No, I haven't even gone there yet. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll go start the timer for the countdown.
That's right, everybody. I have to keep him on point.
You do. Okay, let's do another contest. I'll draw 2 names off this one. Start a 2-minute counter. So same thing, exclamation Rob Twohy in the chat. Next week we're gonna have Celestian on. Lady Shell will be a guest co-host with us. That'll be fun. So Fury and Lady and I will be here with Celestian, and he's gonna go over the 2E rule set, which we now learn is in the future. Fantasy Grounds has already secured the license from Wizards of the Coast to do all previous editions. And anything from the basic D&D, anything from first edition, which is AD&D, and anything from second edition will all be run in the 2E rule set. So he's going to be here to show us that and talk about that. Week after that, Ghosts of Salt Marsh, because that comes out on the 21st. So on the next Sunday after that, we'll show that. And a future show, which I'm excited about, is Acquisitions Incorporated. The module comes out on June 18th, hopefully, if I can get it done. And so on the 23rd, we'll show that. And I was told by Smiteworks that I could not show the conversion on stream, so you will not see me doing that on Module Creation Monday because I'll be doing other things. But I can show you this. There it is, baby. I've got a lot of it done. I cannot open any of that and show it to you, but there's the cover, and there's what's happening, and that's about all I can show you. So there you go. I am working on it. It is happening. I'm very excited about it. I did, of course, the conversions for Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron, and I did Lost Laboratory of Quailish, but both of those were PDFs only. There weren't actual hardcover books. So this is my first actual hardcover book that I'm doing, and I'm super excited. And it's giving me fits and starts because I'm creating it using Parse and also Fantasy Grounds. I'm doing sort of a combo situation, and you'll see when it comes out why that is. It's kind of hard to tell you without giving anything away, but you'll see when it comes out why that was that way. And that's it. All right, let's go look at the prizes. Prizes. Okay, we have the counter's done. We have 11 entries. Winner number 1 is Eric Estrada. No, his name's not Eric. It's Estrada. So congratulations. Yeah, I can't copy that, can I? That'd be so awesome if I could just copy that and put it in there. But no, I can't.
Think of it like Aaron Estrada, Eric's cousin.
Eric's cousin, Aaron Estrada. Okay, and I'll draw one more winner. And for those of you that entered that didn't win tonight, better luck next time. But as you know, every Sunday night, I usually give away something. So the last winner for this evening will be... Bo, Mr. Widget. New guy. Nice. All right, and once again, I will post the Discord link in the chat. So if you guys aren't on my Discord, in order to claim your prize, you do have to come in there and grab that. And then we shall be ending the show. Look at that, 1 hour and 5 minutes. We did it. I am going to put up the slides. So next week's show, episode 66, Mr. Widget has just followed. Episode 66 will be Celestian, as I said. All these, by the way, all these follow notifications are coming up now because they actually don't appear on stream until I show the screen that has the notifications for that. So those two people subscribed, minutes or hours ago, but it doesn't show till now. That's why you're seeing it now. So yeah. So Sundays, and then Mondays is Module Creation Monday, of course. Wednesdays and Saturdays is the 5e pickup games. You guys can come by and you can play in those games. And then Friday, join us for Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Drake takes cheerbits. Thank you, sir. Dungeon for this one, episode 20. Not this Friday, but next Friday. It's every Friday, but we're skipping this week. So not till the 24th when we come back. Fury's in that game with me. And Joe Numbers is the DM. And also in that game are CJ, Zelikar, and Urash. Did I miss somebody?
No, I don't think so.
5 of us in the game, and then there's a DM. So we're going to go ahead and end it. If you have any last-minute questions, guys, I am now staring directly at the chat, so you can ask me a question, and I will answer it. Meanwhile, Fury, any final words from you?
God damn it, I had words, and then I blanked out.
Well, that's words. Admitting that you blanked out, that's words. I'll take that. Oh, it's getting too hot in here. Oh, my God, I got to turn the air conditioning down even more. All right.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, I know. It's 70.5 in my house, and that's too... I get overheated if it's above, 68. But it doesn't help that I have a computer on my lap and headphones on my head. Doesn't help.
No, not at all.
Rob, I will be on one of the tables at the VIP. Oh, Drake Takes, you're going. Excellent.
Oh, yeah, he said Marbania's not going because he only did the $1,000, so he's going instead.
Oh, but Marbania is going to Orlando.
If he did the $1,000 one, I would think so.
How hot is it? It's so hot. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please tell your friends about the show, especially if you're watching and you're new and you know other people that use Fantasy Grounds. They should be watching this show. They should be watching the Friday show on the Fantasy Grounds channel. They should be going to Fantasy Grounds College, which I just put the link in there. And we're
stalking Rob on Twitter.
You should totally be stalking me on Twitter.
Prolific on Twitter.
I believe, is this the Twitter one? Follow Rob on Twitter. There you go. As a matter of fact, I need to put the command in here that tells everybody what to do. There it is. Here's all the things you can do. You can come to my Discord. You can go to my Patreon page. You can cheer bits, like we just had Drake Takes cheered bits. Take down the Bit Boss. The current Bit Boss is Lady Shell. She's still only half down because she donated like $60 million or something. You can subscribe to the channel. Hey guys, if you are an Amazon Prime member and you didn't know this, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel you want for 30 days for free every 30 days. That could be me. You can donate to the channel if you wish. You can go to the DMs Guild, which I've been promoting all night. Today's sales on the DMs Guild, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's exactly an average day. And that might include a couple sales if you guys went and bought stuff while we were doing stuff. If you're on my Twitter account, you can check out the pics of my fridge, which I'll show you now. I'll show everybody what I was talking. What they're. So here's the inside of my refrigerator right before the show, and I sent out a tweet, and all the tweet said was #SingleMan. Because it's eggs, bacon, cheese, milk, more cheese, hot dogs.
What's with all the Ready Whip?
Diet. Well, that's in
I'm
case,
sorry. That's the thing that
in case girls come over, I don't know. No. The truth of it is I dip. I swallow hot dogs whole the long way, and then I chase it with Ready Whip. I'm just kidding. That's not true. I've been saving these since June of last year for Banana Dog Night.
Which is still not happening, apparently.
Yeah.
Everybody who was part of Banana Dogs is dead and gone.
Behind this Ready Whip, you can see with the green top, that is a jar of salsa. And the frozen burritos are in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, I mean. But yeah, single man, nothing. This is what I eat, and anything that's out there. I have bread and bananas, and I have potatoes, and I have a few other things that are not inside the refrigerator. But yeah, I don't. It's all very simple for me.
Rob, this is so sad. There's no vegetable or fruit in there at all.
Banana. Banana's a fruit.
Yeah. Fine. No vegetable.
Oh, and by the
eat a
way,
salad.
I never showed any of that on stream. God damn it, I was just talking about that whole thing. The only person that saw it furied was you.
That was me. That was
so
just sad.
let's just go back and show everybody. So here's what we were talking about, everybody. So there's milk, there's Ready Whip, there's Diet Coke. This is this second one that you can't see there. That's like an Arrowhead water. It's an Arrowhead flavored water raspberry, I think. And I want to try it. It was given to me by Walmart as a free. Like, they bring the groceries to your car. I order them on the internet, and then I drive there and I bring them to my car, so I don't have to talk to people. And she brought me out this bag, and it was a Mother's Day bag. And she goes, "Here, this is for your mother or your wife or anybody you like." Because I was about to say it doesn't apply. Anyway, that was in there. So, and then there's cheese, and there's bacon, and there's eggs, and there's hot dogs. Okay, that's what we were talking about, everybody. Enough of my lame bullshit. Let's go back to the slides. All right. So, have you thought of anything else to say? Because otherwise, I'm just going to end the show.
I'm still hung up on that Ready Whip. We're gonna have a conversation afterward.
Okay, we can talk after. Maybe I can get some ideas from you. So, still fucking waiting for banana dogs. Yeah, I know, Diablo Bob. You got to get on Dave about that. He's the one that needs to make it happen. I'm ready anytime. Schmo and I have been ready for a fucking year.
Not that I don't love Dave. Dave is hilarious and funny. Just cut him out. Just be you and Schmo. Make it
I
a
might
very
have to do
intimate
that. I might have
duo.
to be. The whole show is going to be me and Schmo deep throating bananas and hot dogs and making fun of Dave. That's the show.
Right.
August 31st. No, I'm just kidding.
One of the shows we don't have available done yet.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And by the way, Dave said he would. I asked Dave to come on the show again too, and he said, "Yeah, absolutely." So we'll get him on too.
He can teach us Starfinder.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we totally need.
Somebody to go Starfinder. Not that we don't use Fantasy Grounds for other systems. There are other systems that Fantasy Grounds utilizes, but we are very 5e snobs here.
We're 5e snobs, but I would love for him to show people Starfinder and give us some stuff we don't know about. That'd be cool. Yeah, the question is, what comes first, Unity or banana dogs? That's the question. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We really do appreciate you coming on Sunday nights. And on behalf of my very lovely co-host, Furied Fate, I am Rob Twohy. And until next time, good gaming, everyone.